Baby, I'm drenched, living water flowing. Ain't no manifest, I'm reaping what I'm sowing. Yahweh told me he would do it and he wasn't joking. He the difference between how I was and how it's going. Wet, whole team going dumb in the chat. Nobody frontin', I came from way in the back. We was cool until we went and got the tap. Started making movies, now we don't know how to act. Jeez, you know me, I'm your OG, low key.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. All set to bring you MLB The Show's Game of the Week. It's the San Francisco Giants going up against the New York Mets. John Shambi, Chris Singleton with you. So the New York Mets have taken the first two games of this series, and today they'll go for the sweep. They played well, Chris, and they're looking for more of the same in this one.
Yeah, they've been the side shaking hands on the field after each game so far. Played solid baseball to earn those wins, as you said, but every game offers up its own unique challenges. So we'll see what those are today, but there's always a little extra motivation when you have an opportunity to sweep a series.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Ready for baseball here in New York. And on the mound in this one, Pablo Lopez. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason
first pitch, 111.
And Pablo Lopez will deliver.
Nope, ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
And a foul ball. Swing and a high fly ball to left. Sizing this one up. And there's one down. And here is Matt Chapman. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And a seed into center. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Wilmer Flores stands in now and watches strike one. On the ground, a short, could be 2 to Jimenez. And that's 2. One hit in the inning, but no one left. Now the Mets offense will go to work for the first time. No score. Back here at Citi Field. And today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber.
Comes into this start sporting a lifetime ERA just over 3. He's been pretty great for most of his big league career. Can't wait to watch him in this one.
Bottom of the first. Here's Byron Buxton. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Oh, 1 now. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
Well, we call that key holding. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way. Gone. A gigantic blast. His 18th home run of the season, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself. At bat after at bat, he's that confident. Out of his shoes on that one, but managed to keep his mechanics intact long enough to get to the ball in forward, and it went a long way.
Yandy Diaz now homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. Back up the middle and a base hit.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. I could watch base hits like that one all day long, and so could every hitting coach in the league. Just a nice line drive into center field.
Here's Brandon Nimmo, 3 for 7 in the series so far. Line drive, pulls it in for the out.
Batting fourth.
Let's take a peek at the Mets lineup here. And a big factor for them in recent games, Bobby Witt Jr.
No, Boog, not just the fans, not just the people watching this game, but us. I mean, we're pretty fired up to watch this guy swing the bat. He's got big-time pop this season, slugging percentage over 500. Outfielders, put your track shoes on because you're going to be running in the gaps, trying to climb the wall. This guy is going to do damage when he gets the bat to the baseball. Don't take your eyes off of him.
And it finds its way through for a hit.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Adley.
So first and second with one gone. Adley Rutschman, the next to hit. 4th on the batting average leaderboard in the National League. In the air, left field. Arozarena moving under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 down.
Batting fifth,
Jorge Soler up at the plate.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Yeah, he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe 2.
That missed by a lot. And 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Around third. Now a long throw home. It's offline. The run comes in. Tag. Save. Bang, bang play. That was close.
Comes through with the RBI. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
So 2 down. Bobby Witt Jr. up now for the Mets. Good power. Not great in the OBP department. Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs. 2. In scoring position. And the 0-1. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. A massive home run. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 5-zip.
be so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
So 2 away with nobody on. Here's Lane Thomas. Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. They go back to back, and they tack on to their lead. It's 6-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Shane Bieber, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. So out of the pen comes the right-hander, Sean Shelley.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
Two outs, nobody on. Here's Andres Jimenez. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
1 strike.
Two out, space is empty. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Ethan Small preparing to come on if needed. And a swing and a miss. Inning over, although plenty of damage done. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Brandon Drury to the plate.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
The pitch.
That's a ball.
Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone, but once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
The wind of the pitch. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike. Yeah, I mean, he's a guy that has a reputation for being Fergalicious.
Yes, and, you know, whatever. Fergalicious.
Got it. And there's one down. Tyro Estrada to the plate. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
It's no surprise they call this batter a day player. He statistically performs better in these games, and he's hoping for a big performance in this one.
Next offering in there for a strike. And that's strike two. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
Well, I think that's a case of overthinking right there. He got 3 straight fastballs looking in the 0-2 count just to pour it back.
And now here is Ezequiel Tovar. In there at the knees for a strike.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right past him.
Impeccable command in that one. 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. That's electric stuff out there on the mound.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Stepping in the long ball threat, Byron Buxton. And a pitch. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
So a man aboard and stepping in for New York, Yandy Diaz. 1 for 1 with a single. Buxton on the run.
No,
there's a
down.
ball. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, he's got a cannon of an arm back there behind the dish. A good, accurate throw is just as important in controlling the running game. So maybe rushed his throw a little bit right there. Didn't finish it off. It was high, and I think that's what allowed the base runner to make it safely.
Kicks and fires. Out to short. Tovar sends it to first. That's 1 out, the bottom of the second.
Now batting, left fielder,
Brandon Nimmo now at the plate. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Man at second. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's got good numbers swinging at pitches in that location.
Swing and a pop-up. Chapman on the move. Makes the grab. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Nolan Jones.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Singled and scored his first time.
This kid picked up in a trade. A lot was offered and given to get him, but he's got a real high ceiling.
Strike 1.
It's 0-1.
Man on second, 2 down. That one finds the zone, and the count is 0-2. Clobber to right field, way back, gone. That was blasted to the moon. His 13th home run of the season. It's 8-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip.
I'm excited to see that one again, but with the StatCast data, because that was a bomb. Oh, says he drove it out of here at 115 miles an hour.
I think I heard the ball screaming on its way out. That's some serious exit velo, pretty elite, and he caught it just right to get it up in the air as well.
Here's Adley Rutschman. Now a screamer into the outfield. Rosarena settles under it and makes the catch. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now an 8-0 game. 3rd inning coming up in MLB The Show's Game of the Week. Back here in Queens, here comes Mike Yastrzemski to the plate.
Number 5, Mike.
As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers.
That missed.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even Shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
And here it comes. Bounce to the right. Whips it to first. Leadoff hitter gone in the third.
Batting eighth, the catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Here's the catcher to hit, Patrick Bailey.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Batting average this month over 400.
Right through there for a strike. Next one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Good zip on that fastball at the bottom of the zone. If he's there all day, it's going to be a tough one for the hitters.
And another ball. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in the third and final game of the series. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And the right-hander deals. Struck him out looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Jake Myers in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. The Mets up big in this one. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swings through that one.
Well, this can be kind of frustrating for the hitting coach. Right now, this lineup seems to be swinging at everything.
That misses. Ball 1. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing there for San Francisco. And they're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Back here at Citi Field. Now it's the DH, Jorge Soler. The right-hander back to work. Ripped to short. Sends it to Flores. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, number 7, shortstop, Bobby Witt.
Now here's Bobby Witt Jr. He's already homered here in this one. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
So digging in, Lane Thomas. He's already homered in this game. Runner takes off, pitch outside. The throw, tag, and he's out.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw, quick, not rushed, and accurate.
Right-hander kicks, deals. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, second baseman,
Andres Jimenez up now for the Mets. Runner takes off. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
Well, trying to get into scoring position, but a great catch and throw to end the inning. That's the way to pick up the pitcher.
And we're back. New inning getting started. Here's the left fielder, Randy Arozarena. And the right-hander back to work. Off the mark there. 1-0. And that's in for a strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
1 and 2 is the count.
Stays alive. That one missed.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Matt Chapman up to the plate now. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
Chapman.
Outside low, and that is ball 1. And a swing and a miss.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
1 and 1.
Dives and he can't hang on. And he beats it. He's safe.
Now batting, the first baseman, Wilmer Flores.
1 gone, runner at first. And now it's Wilmer Flores. Just missed. Chapman over at first with 1 away. That clips the corner.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1, and their second double play of the day will end the 4th. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. We're midway in the 4th. It's the Mets 8 and the Giants nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Andres Jimenez. Jelly back to work. Swing and a miss.
Well, these Mets doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're putting together strong at-bats with good contact, and 5 of their hits have come on the ground. That's a lot of ground ball base hits.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. Gets him. 1 away on a drop third strike.
That was perfect execution of that curveball. Down and in. He gets it out of the danger zone, and you really can't do it much better than that. It's in the zone the entire way, so you have to swing as a hitter, but then it just falls off the table and almost hits you in the back foot.
Buxton at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there.
And you know we're living in the launch angle era, but today feels like we're being treated to a throwback performance. Talking about those ground ball numbers in this one.
No balls, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Diaz, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike 1.
Hey, 7 straight strikes to start the frame. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Strike 2.
0-2.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. And a pitch. Waves at the bender for the strikeout. Nothing doing for the Mets as the lead holds at 8-0. Ready now for the 5th inning. And now Brandon Drury.
Brandon Drury.
The pitch. And a foul ball.
Well, these Giants, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Witt over to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
Up next for the Giants, the
Tyro
second baseman,
Estrada, the next Giant to hit. He was a strikeout
Estrada.
victim his first time. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. And there's a ball.
That's down.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield.
the batter, the shortstop.
Man at first with one
Ezekiel
gone. Here's the shortstop
Tovar.
at the plate. Ezekiel Tovar.
Yeah.
In for a strike, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Tovar measures 6 feet even, 23 years old,
right.
and they went out and made a trade for him last season.
No ball.
Oh, that's that
2
stuff
strikes.
right there. He threw it extremely well. You talk about just a ton of breaks. So tough to get that ball to.
Got him looking. Picks up strikeout number 7. Mike Yastrzemski up here. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat.
Yastrzemski.
Late on that fastball.
0-1.
And a swing and a miss there. The
0-2.
Mets up big in this one. And we're at the top of the 5th. The next pitch misses, and it's 1-2.
2-2.
In the dirt. To second, and he's out. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. It's the Mets 8 and the Giants nothing. Bottom of the inning, at the left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
The left fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here comes a pitch. Way
1-0.
upstairs, ball 1.
Well, these Mets really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. He'll touch them all. His 22nd homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 9-0. That's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Just an excellent swing all the way around, and they have that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. Got a pitch to drive, short to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
So a lefty out of the pen, Ethan Small.
Well, walks have been a big issue for him this year, so I expect these hitters to be patient up there.
And here is Nolan Jones. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. Tosses to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th.
The catcher, number 35, Adley.
Here's the power-hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman, known for his rocket arm behind the plate. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. There's a swing and a drive. Myers going back. Can't get there, and now maybe extra bases. He's in at second with a 1-out double. That extends his hitting streak to an even dozen, Singy. Do opposing pitchers start to take notice when a guy's on a roll like this?
Yeah, I think so, Boog. It's not like it changes the scouting report on a guy or anything like that too much, but you're aware of who's swinging the hottest bat, and that's definitely him right now.
So now here's the DH, Jorge Soler. Foul ball. And now the lefty, and it's 1-1. swing and a miss.
1-2.
And
That's
delivers
the ball.
outside. One out and a runner at second. Last half of inning number 5. Wouldn't
Full
chase
count.
that time. Inside ball 4.
Speaking of walks, did you see anything special during your walk into the ballpark today? I know you like to take in all the surroundings.
I just love interacting with the people. It's just fun to connect. I mean, as I was headed up to the booth, one guy shouted at me, "Make sure to say hi to Kenny." Win. Now the box comes up empty with a swing there. And that one is inside ball 1. Rutschman at second. Soler at first. One gone.
He was a little out front, but did a good job keeping the hands back long enough to foul that pitch off.
Hammers that one. Curling down the line and foul.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And there are 2 down.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Fought off foul. That's a strike. 0-2. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 12-0.
Outing ends, that pitch is going to haunt him for a while. An 0-2 mistake. That's supposed to be a pitch out of the zone. He left it in a spot that the hitter could do some damage with, and that's exactly what he did.
Dylan Floro will take over here.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Two outs, base is empty. Now, Andres Jimenez. Base hit. So now back to the top of the order. Byron Buxton up now for the Mets. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Here goes the runner. Pitch is low. Save at second, and he easily steals the bag.
But with a good arm behind the dish, it's definitely a roll of the dice here to try to steal second base. Man, he can zip it down there so quickly. That was a pretty good throw as well, but really good, clean, stolen base. He can be pretty proud of himself.
2 outs. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Myers brings it in for the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. 5 innings complete. Back after this on the show. Back here at Citi Field. All set for the top of the 6th. And now the center fielder, Mike Yastrzemski. Outside.
No, that's out.
And that's ball 1. That One clubbed out towards left center. That'll be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's there with a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
1 ball, 1 strike.
This one in the dirt, and the runner holds. Man at second. This one in the air right field, on his way over, and makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away. Jake Myers, the next Giant to hit.
Jake
Myers having more success against left-handed pitching this season, as might be expected. Outside low, ball one. Yastrzemski takes his lead at third with one away. Pitch misses. Now 2-0.
2-0.
And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
2-1.
Spin rate's outstanding on that high fastball. Really tough to hit.
Late with the swing there.
2-2's the count.
2-2. Hit hard on the ground is short. Oh, the throw is over his
He's in
head.
there. Hey.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but as a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. And first offering is fouled off. One run across in the frame so far, and we're in the top half of the sixth.
Ball low.
That just misses. 1-1. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Typically that high fastball, if it's close to the top of the strike zone, a hitter, if he's prepared for it, can get to it. But that one just had that little jump at the end, which indicates there's a good spin rate on it, and it didn't decrease in velocity as that hitter's internal clock would expect it to, and that's why you see the swing and miss.
Two outs. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 1 run, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. 2, 3, 4 due up in the home half of the sixth. It's the Mets 12 and the Giants 1. Back here in Queens, and here's the first baseman, Yandy Diaz.
Yandy Diaz.
The pitch. And a base hit up the middle. And aboard on the leadoff single.
The left fielder, number 9.
Brandon Nimmo up now for the Mets. 1 for 3. On the ground to first. Could be 2. To second for 1. Plenty of time at first. That's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
2 outs, base is empty. So up next for New York, Nolan Jones. Swings through that one for strike 1.
No balls. 1 strike.
That's hard hit on the line. Yastrzemski makes the catch, and that ends the inning. And we're back. We go to the top of the 7th, and now Wilmer Flores. Lopez back to work. Lifted in the air, right center field. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Brandon Drury. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Right through there for a strike.
Quickly in an 0-2 hole, you're going to have to give something up here in terms of power if you want to put the ball in play with any authority.
Foul ball, it stays 0-2. The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here in the top half of inning number 7.
1-2.
In the dirt, now 1-2.
Now there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. It's going to be tough on the hitters if he can mix that in whenever he wants.
And that's in the dirt. And that's ball 2. And down on strikes. And there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's the second baseman, Tyro Estrada. And first offering is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the 3rd and final game of the series. And ball 1.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Giants down in order. They're looking up at a 12-1 deficit. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now the switch hitting catcher, Adley Rutschman. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle of the order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers. And their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing it.
That one ripped back there, and it's gone. He sends one out the opposite way, and they add a run. It's 13-1.
See a guy take a slider on the outside part of the plate and hit an opposite field home run, fires you up because not only is he flexing the muscles to show the pop, that kind of approach you'll hit for a high average as well.
Jorge Soler getting ready to hit.
Yeah.
Big swing and a miss.
0-1.
And the righty deals. Swing and blast one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul. Hard hit left side. Slings to first, and one away in the bottom of the 7th.
The batter, the shortstop, Bobby.
Now it's the shortstop, Bobby Witt Jr. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really good, but the arm just stands out, and he makes all the plays. Out towards right center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the right fielder.
So up next, Lane Thomas. He's already homered twice, the last one back in the 5th.
This seems like he can't miss right now, seeing the baseball as well as anyone on the field. Now, I know the odds are against him, but who's going to bet against this guy right now?
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Wastes no time there. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of
Run around the move. Strike in there. Safe in second, and that was not close.
High throw may have made the difference right there. It's kind of hard to say, though. It's a little tougher for a catcher with a left-handed hitter in the box, and that hitter does not have to move at all to help you out. He just got under the throw, and it took off on him a little bit.
At the belt and fires. Throws to first. They limit the damage here. The Mets do pick up a run on this solo blast. 8th inning coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the shortstop, Ezequiel Tovar. So Josh Hader gets the call to the mound.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
And he deals. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. Now at the plate, Mike Yastrzemski. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Hader at times can have some trouble with command, but it's that fastball-slider combo that is so impressive. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that's down and away. 1 out, base is empty. In the air, out towards right center. Thomas hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Patrick Bailey. The switch hitter batting right. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Hader, 31 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. Right field, down the line, and that one slices down. Not even close there, and the count is 1-2. That's down and in.
It's a good take.
The Mets up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 8th. This one in the air, center field. Buxton moves under it, and that is that. This one pretty well. New arm out of the bullpen, Tristan Beck. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. So the batting order turns over. Byron Buxton digs in now. The pitch. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. Signs of movement in the Giants bullpen. Austin Adams, a right-hander with big strikeout stuff, is getting it fired up. Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
This to third. Chapman. On to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of the pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Diaz at the plate now as he chases after that one.
The high fastball, particularly for young hitters, can be hard to lay off of because you see it so well at eye level, but it's really hard to catch up and get that top hand to work on time.
0-2.
And look out, as that one ran in and got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. And next for the Mets, Brandon Nimmo. Lifted to left center, way back there, and that is gone. A gigantic blast. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 15-1.
He's really seeing the ball well lately. Good things are going to happen when you're locked in like this.
One down. And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Nolan Jones. On the ground right side, Estrada throws to first in time.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
And stepping in for New York, Adley Rutschman. This one lifted in the air, left field. Arozarena makes the play, and it's out number 3. Mets add 2 runs on this blast. Last chance coming up for the Giants. Back here in Queens, we go to the 9th, and digging in for San Francisco, Jake Myers. Sliced hard but foul. There's a strike. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there. And it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
Arozarena now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Next offering is down low. And a good eye there.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
The Giants with a lot of ground to make up here at the top of the 9th. Just misses the mark outside the zone. And he walked him.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
The pitch. Clips the corner, and the count 1-1. Arozarena leads off first with 1 away. Right through there for a strike. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, Boog, I'll tell you, when he goes to look at the video of that pitch, he's going to want to punch himself. That slider had hit me written all over it, and clearly he just got a little too excited and was out in front. Tell you what, when you get a pitch like that, you cannot miss it. Those have a chance to go a long way.
So it's their last chance in this one. And now the first baseman, Wilmer Flores. There's a strike. That's ripped. Base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
And that's outside.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
The Giants down to their final strike. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
9 wins in a row. It's such a good feeling right now with this squad that no one wants to be the player that causes the team to lose. In fact, they're looking at ways, each player, every day they come to the ballpark, how can I help us win today? And this is a great feeling. It's like being in the playoffs. When individual statistics don't matter, it's all about the team W.
The 15-1 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us for the Game of the Week.
Time at the ball game, 4 hours and 16 minutes.